Xin chào, my name is Phương, PhD Saigonese. I want to share with you about Ấn Độ Hồ Chí Minh. Ho Chi Minh is the first and the most beloved president of Vietnam in 1945, and every single Vietnamese person called him Ấn Độ Hồ due to his great contribution to the country. And he was born and named Nguyễn Sinh Tung in 1890 in Nghệ An province, which is the biggest province of Vietnam. And when he was born, Vietnam was under control of French colonialism. His father, Nguyễn Sinh Sắc, was a high Mandarin literature in the Nguyễn dynasty, but at that time, the Nguyễn dynasty was just a puppet under the control of French. That's why he took part in the Cần Phương operation, and he was fired back to his village as a literature teacher. As a teenager, Ấn Độ Hồ would overhear his father's talk with other patriotic intellectuals like Phan Bội Châu and Phan Chu Trinh, and he nourished the strong will to have Vietnam for independence against the French. And at the age of 21, 1911, Ho Chi Minh traveled to the South Vietnam. He has been to a lot of cities, and finally he has arrived Saigon. He was amazed by the wealth and modernity of Saigon, and in 5th June 1911, he stepped on the French port La Touche-Treville as a cook assistant, with the purpose is to go around the world to find a way to have a country. And after being through many countries like USA, UK, Russia, China, he realized that there are two social classes. One class control each other, and he wanted to have the working class against the upper class. In 1920, he was one of the first founders and the only Vietnamese communist activist in the French Communist Party. And in 1930, he founded the Indochina Communist Party. The theories for the party were Marxism and Leninism, and that's why all university students in Vietnam have to study Marxism and Leninism. And after 30 years going around the world, in January 1931, Ấn Độ Hồ back to Vietnam after 30 years traveling around the world to work secretly in a small cave passport in the northwest of Hanoi. And in March 1945, Japanese kicked off the French out of Vietnam, and Ho Chi Minh, Ấn Độ Hồ, still in the cave to watch, to observe. And in August 1945, the 33rd President of the USA, Harry Truman, dropped two atomic bombs down to two cities, Nagasaki and Hiroshima, killing almost 200,000 innocents. And grabbing this opportunity, Ấn Độ Hồ stepped out of the jungle, appeared at Garden Square in Hanoi to read the Declaration of Independence. And since then, the Democratic Republic of Vietnam was born. And since then, the Ho Chi Minh was elected to be the president of Vietnam. And from 1945 to 1954, Vietnam was fighting with the French resistance war. And 1955 until 1975, the American War. Unfortunately, before the war ended, Ấn Độ Hồ passed away in 1969, September 2nd. And that's all about Ấn Độ Hồ. Thank you for listening. Cảm ơn.